Sports Guy Show, and we are talking about the Carolina Panthers. I'm waiting for Mr. Bull with exclusive interview with Dallas Cowboys owner, Mr. Jerry Jones. He's going to bring Jerry Jones' reaction live on the air as the Dallas Cowgirls, not the Cowboys, the Cowgirls, ladies and gentlemen. They lost to the Carolina Panthers 30-27, Bank of America Stadium. Their win improved the Carolina Panthers, ladies and gentlemen, 3-3 on the season. So waiting any second for Mr. Bull to join us from Dallas. Like I said, Mr. Bull got a reaction from Jerry Jones. So we should hear any second from now from Mr. Bull will join us. Let us know how is the mood in Dallas. I mean, let's be honest. The Cowboys had the referees on their side. But yet, even though they had the referees, they could not beat the Carolina Panthers. Not today. Not today. The Dallas Cowgirls could not beat the Carolina Panthers, as I'm going to share the link with Mr. Bull, just in case he didn't finish his interview with Jerry Jones. So this is a big win for the Carolina Panthers. We are 3-3. We won 2 games in a row, which, by the way, yours truly, Shaked Bartal, Shaked Nostradamus, predicted that the Carolina Panthers would beat the Dallas Cowboys. Shaked Bartal predicted that the Carolina Panthers will beat the Miami Dolphins. Shaked Bartal predicted that the Carolina Panthers would lose to the New England Patriots. So, in the last 3 predictions, I'm 3-0. Betting 1,000. Our next opponent, week 7 on the road against the Jets, which I'm waiting for Mr. to join us. We'll talk about that game, which some might be surprised with my pick for that game. Some might be surprised with my pick for that game because the New York Jets are 0-6, and like I said, some might be truly surprised with that pick, with how I'm leaning with that game. But it's exciting time to be in Carolina, to be a Carolina Panthers fan. What's up, Fishing? How you doing tonight? It's an exciting time to be a Carolina Panthers fan, which I wish YouTube would post the video, would post this video in sport category. But they're not. They posted it in gaming category. What's up, Cherry? How you doing tonight? It's a great time to be a Carolina Panthers fan. I mean, we haven't been 500 since COVID time, since 2021. That was the last time we were 500, folks. Thank you. I appreciate. Trying to get 500 subs, trying to get the channel monetized. I did a video gaming content last night, which I need to edit it out. I did UNC Rebuild, and it took me 3 years, and we won the college football championship. So yours truly is not only fantastic in predicting NFL games, but yours truly, Shaked Bartal, is also fantastic in coaching North Carolina. Oh, I see. Yeah, my name is Shaked. That is my real name. Shaked Bartal, Sports Guy Show. That is my real, actual name. So I'm excited about what boot. There is no boot. I'm not a boot. I'm not a boot. What's up?
Hey, can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Probably Jerry Jones probably turned your microphone off. I mean, last week he waved the middle finger, so today he decided to turn your microphone off. That is my
So,
guess.
Shaked, I know you're a happy man. I know you're a happy man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy because Shaked Nostradamus predicted that. Shaked Nostradamus told Travis Stibon Hancock last Monday when Dallas, and he said, Dallas is too strong, they have great offense. And unfortunately, Shaked Nostradamus also predicted that the Pats will beat us, even though you said there's no chance. And you will be shocked by my pick for week 7.
Hey, Shaked, talk for a little bit. I'll be right back with you. I don't want to have the sound. I gotta go talk a little. Hey, I'm listening, but give me about 50 seconds before I start getting back on. I got some things I want to say, but
Sure, I know.
thoughts of the game.
Yeah, I know. Jerry Jones is so pissed off at what happened that he decided to shut off the internet in Dallas, and Mr. Ball is in Dallas, folks. Dallas, Texas. So Jerry Jones decided, since the Cowboys are terrible, I mean, they had the referees on their side. So Mr. Jerry Jones decided, you know what? We are not going to allow anyone to speak against the Dallas Cowboys because they're suck, they're terrible. Even though the referees were on their side, we won't let anyone speak from Dallas, Texas. So Mr. Boy is in hiding somewhere outside of Dallas speaking. Yep, ready to go. Ready to go, but not yet. I have to set up the audio.
Give me. Hey, they're playing sad songs in Dallas. They got sad Bruno Mars songs. I didn't even know Bruno Mars made sad songs, but here we
Yep.
are.
Hey,
I get.
tell them,
Hey, I know you guys are dealing with a lot of the Charlotte, Cowboys fans out there. That I know that Willie P says these guys have never seen the Metroplex, but I got nothing but respect for the Cowboys fans here in Dallas, man. I gotta tell you, the real fans, it's like, I gotta tell you, they're cool, man. So I gotta say that respectfully. We had a great time at D Town Ride, Shaked. Um, Steven Silas, I know you're a Hornets guy. You're familiar with Paul Silas.
yeah, welcome to
And Steven Sauce came out. He's been working for USA, working with USA basketball for about a year now. So he's been living here for about a year. But one of my guys is like, dude, that's fucking Steve. Whoops, sorry. He goes, that's Steven Silas. I'm like, oh my god. And so we go over. He's one of the coolest guys you can. This guy is awesome, salt of the earth, such a great dude. We were talking ball, and it's just cool. Like when like one of our homegrown, Charlotte raised up from the like that Monty Fetty song from the foe, right? 704, man, undefeated, and when it comes to people, and so I think we're going to give credit to the homegrown Cowboys fans. We're going to give credit to homegrown Charlotte fans, and maybe if we give good juju, it might just beat the Jets. Which more about that because I got another source. I got sources, Shaked. We got sources.
I'm not going to give credit to the Cowboys fans in Dallas or anywhere because they're mediocres, they're all mills, they're terrible fans. Plus, they have the referees on their side. I mean, we won, Bo. But let's be honest, that was not roughing the passer. And here's the deal. And there are teams that I really dislike. Duke is on the very top. Dallas Cowgirls are even more on top. Why? Because they always get horrific calls. I can go back to the years when Roy Williams, not the former UNC head coach, not the former UNC head coach, but Dallas Cowboys safety, took a chip shot against Steve Smith. The referee ignored that. Steve Smith responded. Steve Smith got ejected from the game. I can go back to a couple of years later. Basically, my whole point is Sam Darnold was just thinking about it. Remember the game when we had Sam Darnold, when we were under Matt Pepsi rules, head coach. We had a winning record. Dallas fumbled the ball. Everyone saw that the Cowgirls fumbled the ball. And the Panthers recovered. For whatever reason, the referee said no. It's not the Dallas Cowboys fumble. The player was on the ground, no fumble. So that is. And then today, roughing the passer. Are you freaking kidding me? How is that not roughing the passer. And before we got fought, before Renfro caught the ball onto Renfro on 4th and 3, T-Mac went down. T-Mac was interfered. Was it a tiki call? Was it a tiki penalty? Yes, it was, but still, he was interfered. So I'm not saying Jerry Jones is paying the NFL referees, but I'm also not saying he's not paying the NFL referees, because the bottom line is very influence owner. People don't like him, but he's very powerful owner. He's the owner. He's the general manager. He's basically the head coach. And the bottom line is what is going on is completely unacceptable. How Dallas keep getting away with calls after calls.
Shaquette, I'm listening to you. I thought you made some great points. I'll be with you shortly here. I'm listening. I got some Cowboys fans that have their take on the game too. So I've been hearing a lot of that. Which let me give me about 30 seconds. I'll talk more. You know damn well I know how to talk, but you're making some great points. I agree.
Thank you, I appreciate it. And I mean, why are we surprised that the Panthers beat the Dallas Cowboys? We shouldn't be surprised, because here's the deal. Here's the deal. Coming to the game, we all knew Dallas has a very good offense, but they have a horrendous defense. Their defense is very similar to the Carolina Panthers defense of last season. I would characterize it as bad of a defense as the Carolina Panthers defense last season. The only difference is last season we lost Derek Brown week 1. So that definitely played a factor. Dallas Cowboys traded Micah Parsons before the season started, right before the season started. So maybe that is the reason why they're horrific, but no one told them, listen, you have to trade Micah Parsons for 2 first-round pick and a 30-year-old player, Kenny Clark, who is a good player, but he's not a game changer on game changing on defense. I mean, Dallas Cowboys had Javante Clowney, local kid, former local kid from Rock Hill, South Carolina. I heard from people who were the game. I was not in the game, but I heard from people who attended the games that Javante Clowney, instead of taking part in the game, he wore his clown hat, his clown jersey, getting ready for Halloween early, and he entertained fans at halftime beyond Section 525. So that is the thing. The Cowboys, I always thought they were. And Jerry Jones can have the referees on his side, but screw you, Jerry Jones. We beat you guys fairly, and there is nothing you can do about it. You can cry to the NFL, you can cry to Pro Football Talk, you can have Stephen A. Smith or anyone else, Skip Bayless, talking about it, but it is what it is. We beat you guys, we whoop you guys. We whoop you guys at home, fairly and squarely.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly like. I mean, let's see what the chat's saying. What do you think? Let's see what the chat's saying. We got thanks for joining. KK Monroe said, "Be quiet." I'm not sure if that's at one of the other people in the chat or if that's to us. I don't know how to talk in the chat, so it just says I said hi. Martha the hamster exclamation point said 67. Not quite sure what that means. And then our guy Ardell Rico Dowdle teabagged the Cowboys. He did. He did, and it was fun to watch. And he broke records doing it. So I know that we're gonna nitpick this. You know how everyone is on this. Everyone's they got the smartest take in the world, right, Shaked? Everyone's got the solution to how this is why we should have blowed them out. It's like we want to win. That's what we want to do. And the way that we control the ball because of the run game, because Dave Canales, I'm not even going to give credit to the noise, because I don't like giving credit to the noise when it comes to seeing this coaching staff develop. Because Dave Canales said, you know what, I'm going to run the ball. And now he had some moments, Jaquette. He had some moments, one in particular where I'm over there talking to, whether it's, Steven Silas or some of the other Panthers fans. I'm looking over. I'm like, don't get cute, Dave. Don't get cute. just run the damn ball. And they did. And Rico, he's got so many different ways like he runs the ball. It just seems angry. It seems physical. It seems he can be really like bursty, like a bullet, and find some holes. But he can also be really slow and watch it develop a little bit. So yeah, we've got. And you know what? I know we're talking about Rico Dowdle because he had a great game, but give credit to Bryce Young and give credit to the offensive line because besides that one, McMillan right in his hands, which that's a rookie mistake. We're not nitpicking. I don't want to nitpick. Right in his hands. Besides a lot of like, there's some things in there where it's like, man, we're playing against one of the best offenses. We're in a shit. You know what? We're going to just run it right down their throat, and we did. And there's no better way to win. There is. This is the kind of physicality run that makes me believe that Dave Canales is he understands the assignment. He understands what we've got to do to win games. If we have to air it out in some situations, we've run it so much. Hey, let's go ahead and see what McMillan's doing. Let's see what Renfro's doing. And there were moments in that game, Shakab, where I was like, this could go either way. I mean, the whole thing felt like this could go either way. And I'll give credit to the fact that we had to overcome the officials as well. That PI, when they showed that PI call, everybody, even Cowboys fans, knew that was bull. I mean, that was some serious bull, and we'll overcome that too. I mean, I say we. I mean, I'm not over here working in the front office, but we had a great day.
Yeah, make excellent point. And I mean, on that play in particular, if anything, they should have called pass interference, defensive pass interference, because I thought honestly it was more of defensive pass interference by Nick Scott than PI, which originally they threw the flag for interference. And I'm guessing they, in their mind, the referees were basically, you know what, we cannot call two flags against the Panthers because it would look obviously suspicious. So we'll pick up the second flag for defensive pass interference because I clearly thought that was defensive pass interference and not roughing the passer. But you make you make great points, and I mean, you find Dan Morgan, we didn't think about it as a priority earlier. If I'm Dan Morgan, dedicated, I speak to Rico Dowdle agent. I don't know if it's Drew Rosenhaus or who it is, and I try to walk off the contract extension. This is not a knock on Cuba because we have Cuba as a great running back, Travis Etienne, who I wanted the Panthers to draft him as well as Jimmy Owen Jr. Two players with a lot of potential to be stars for years to come. But Rico Dowdle remind me of Jonathan Stewart, double trouble running back. We have Chuba Hubbard, who's more like the Anthony Williams, East and West running back. We have those two North and South running running back. So we have two complementary different running backs, which is very good. You need in the NFL to back. At the very least, it is very good. And before the game, last week, Rico Dowdle told the Cowboys back a lot. And sometimes you hear players talking about another team, oh, we can bomb materials, but they don't show up. They don't deliver. Rico Dowdle did deliver. And as I told you both last week on the way out from the stadium, the win against the Dolphins, how they came back, felt like a momentum win, which they carried over to today. Win, they win next week. We'll get to that shortly. Now, a Paul Rudd, honestly, I thought this was the best. This was his best game entire NFL career by far. And the interception wasn't from him, it was from T-Mac, but he made great throws and he got rid of the ball when needed to. Now, did the ball fall out of bounds? No, we need to, but game management, today he won the game for us. I mean, that 4-3 play, he made a perfect throw. And sure, it was horrific coverage by Dallas, but regardless. And you're absolutely right about the O line. I mean, coming to the game, everyone would worry how Yash will handle the out. pressure. And I don't believe he gave up the sack. I believe the sack was given up by Iki, if I remember correctly. But great job by the O line. And and I know you want to talk about the defense, so I will let you talk about it, and then I will make my point.
I forgot to mute myself while I was listening to you. I hope the background sound wasn't so egregious because I know the Cowboys fans are trying to move on after this win. They blasted this Sunday night game up a little bit louder, you know. But I gotta tell you, yes, it's fun because I know the Cowboys fans understand how to yap, you know, which Shaked, you gotta admit, you're in the first class of yappers as well. It's a fun place to be when it's fun to yap, when people are willing to listen. You know, you make some great points about a lot of stuff, and it's like if we're not going to talk a little smack respectfully as always, then what's the point of enjoying a win? And
Exactly.
so I think I think that see, Johnny West beating the Cowboys is like being the smartest kid on the short bus. I love how the haters always got to say something that's like, all right, I smirked. You happy, Johnny fucking West? Sorry for the language. Sorry.
No, but I mean, Johnny, well, you were last week. You were obviously new to the chat, and I appreciate and subscribe and smash the like button. But here's the deal: I predicted that, but I also predicted that we were going to lose to the Pats. I predicted we were going to lose to the Pats. I predicted we are going to beat the Dolphins, and I predicted we are going to beat the Cowboys. So, with all the respect to Dallas Cowboys, you had the referees on your side, and you still could not tackle Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle caused nightmare in Dallas. I'm hearing everyone after the game called 911 to report emergency in Dallas, Texas, because Rico Dowdle was unstoppable.
Yeah, he's a Cowboys killer. I mean, that's what he is now. You know, it's fun to have a situation or a moment to where you know, I know Chuba and Rico, they're good buddies. And so Chuba's going to get healthy. He's so athletic. He's such an athletic specimen. You know that he's going to be fine. And more to say about the potential of a D'Angelo Williams, Jonathan Stewart situation where there's no if the concern that Panthers fans are having, well, what are we going to do when we got two? Don't worry about it. Don't worry. That's why they have people hired to do their job, and they're about to do it very well.
It's a
But
great
it is one of those. Listen, if we have that kind of stuff, it's nice to have those problems, Shaked. That's what they call them, first world problems.
and ETN. I mean, don't forget about ETN. I mean, ETN kept the drive alive. He picked up the first down, which set up the winning field goal in a couple of plays earlier. He picked on 3rd and 3 when Rico Dowdle was cramping on the sideline. ETN picked up the first down. He ran the ball. I know he's not getting a lot of carries, and the reason why he's not getting a lot of carries because there are two even better running back at the moment than he is. But this is not to say he doesn't have potential to be a starting running back in the NFL because he has the tools to do that. And I mean, Jimmy Owen Jr., what a catch! What a catch at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Dallas did not anticipate that. And you
And you know
know,
what, Shaked? You mentioned a great player on this team, and this is what our fan base, because they want to try and get tweets and they want to try and make points. Oh, well, what are we going to do about Jimmy Horn? Oh, it's like, man, what another great first world problem. Hey, what's up, B? Hey, how about the boys? Hey, one of our guys. It's you're live on Shaked Bartal. Hey, what's up, y'all? Yeah, yeah. Hey, we got a Steelers fan in the house. I didn't
now
know on the Cowboys today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, man, you're famous now.
yeah,
Used to it like you. He's a super great dude. He's a great guy. Hey, same right here, y'all.
thanks.
Shaked's like, all right, well, if you're not subscribed and punching that like button, then I don't know what
Right,
you got to catch up.
exactly. No, but Steelers fans are everywhere, just like Cowboys fans, which I'm assuming tomorrow Cowboys fans will return their jersey to Walmart, Dick's, and all of that, and will probably wear a Giants jersey. I don't know what they will wear. But anyway, Bo, we got to talk about the defense. You know, I'm not the Bears fan, but here's the deal: the run defense, great, fantastic. We shut down one of the best running backs in the NFL, underrated running back, Javante Williams, was a non-factor today. So run defense, fantastic. Pass defense, that is our weak point. And with all the respect to Michael Jackson, he's a great dancer, he's a great singer, but he has no business being number two cornerback on this team. If we had that, he would have been the third cornerback.
Listen, Shaked, we all get what Mike Jackson um, did in the first couple of weeks when everyone was calling him, like I am calling him. He still has that potential to be great. So we get it. We've all seen the tape. Has Mike Jackson been great?
No,
But we've seen him when he is great, and he has a very high ceiling, Shaked. So when you have you know what? I don't want to make this on an EJ thing because I got to tell you, I like the fact that everything we've done on this defensive side has kept us in ball games. We've gotten off the field really well in situations where the momentum change could be instrumentable. And so, yeah, we can pick on people. We want to pick on players, but I'm not going to pick on somebody I believe in. I'm not going to pick on somebody that I know that they had two tough games against two of elite wide receivers, Shaked. Two really great wide receivers. So let's give them a little bit of slack. I understand why you're criticizing them. I get it. If we lost, you know damn well that WFNZ phone line, it'll be a crap show. You know what I
right.
mean? But my point to the Mike Jackson, is that we've seen him be great. We've seen him be great. And he's taken on line one assignments. And if you want to say, well, Horn should be traveling, Horn should be traveling, why isn't Horn getting pickings? It's like, if you keep the game intact, I'm okay with it. Let EJ own this defense. Let him own it.
Right.
Let Mike Jackson prove all the haters wrong. I
But
got
Bo,
Willie P. Sorry, go ahead.
you make great point, but I'm sure you would agree with me. On a much deeper cornerback depth, as good as Mike Jackson is, he would have not been the second string cornerback. He would have probably been the third string, and that is not the knock on him, but he's the second string cornerback because Shaw Wade Smith is not proven yet that he can be second string cornerback. Corey Totten is a rookie. So on a
Look
team
how
with
young
that,
these guys are. Shaw Smith Spade's young too. Shakad, he's young too. These guys are young. These guys are going to get coached up. You see the
I
potential.
know.
Mike Jackson, he's not an old dude. These guys are young. Even J.C. Horn taking on this leadership position. Young. I
No,
mean,
I agree.
let's talk about the positive of this defense. Derek Brown, we might have the best defensive player in the league. He is that good. He is that as advertised. He's everything that I know. You made a point about this before, Shakad. Derek Brown is the truth. He's the truth, and we
Yeah,
got him. We got him.
I agree, Sam. The difference overall compared to last season, it's night and day.
Shout out to, sorry, Shakad, I'll let you know. Sorry. Shout out Sam Mason. He said the Panthers look like beasts. I agree. Derek Brown is a beast. We look like beasts in the trenches, Shakad, which is exactly what Dan Morgan. It's the same thing when we say we're going to run the ball down your throats, and you're going to know we're running the ball down it, and we still do it. That's winning in the trenches. That's incredible. And Dan Morgan, this has been a victory lap. So let's go and win one away. Let's go and beat the Jets.
Which we'll get to that. So I mean, night and day, the difference is much better than last season. No question about it. Is that their ceiling for this season? That is the question. Because if it is, it's better than last season, but I want more. I want more. Like you eat a cake and you want another slice. You eat a T-bone steak, you want another steak. So the same. You want more. You want more pass rusher edge. You want more sacks. Like last week, we had our two first sacks of the season. So it's not net picking. It's happy about how the defense is improved compared to last season, especially the run defense, but you want more. That is the natural habit of a fan. Real fan. Average fan will say, you know what? Screw it. They improve. I'm okay with it. Die-out fans will say, you know what? They improve, but I want more. I want more.
We're going to get it, Shaked. We're going to get it, and it's got nothing to do with anything that we say on this Spaces or this. I'm sorry, not your show on YouTube. Yeah, I know you're like, hey, YouTube. It's like we can, yeah. God forbid. I saw Kyle Bailey read one of your texts this week. I saw he said Sports Guy Show. I
Yeah.
like it, Shaked. I like that you're texting in, man. I gotta tell you. It's
Now,
about a community, man. It's not about me or you. It's not about any of that. It's about the community, and I know you get that.
no, of course. But one time actually called me Cooper Flag. That is ridiculous. But anyway,
Cooper Flag is. I mean, let's be fair. Hey, let's be fair, Shaked. This guy might actually be the next white hope from Luca.
oh, no,
I
no.
mean,
Duke fans, nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. Duke players, nothing. I'm a Eels fan, nothing. I don't want nothing to do with Duke. Even though it's a great university, have a lot of smart kids go over there, have great medicine, hospital, and all of that. But sport, when it comes to sport, I don't want nothing to do with Duke. End of story.
hey,
But
Shaked, we got we're going on about 27 minutes, 30 seconds. I say let's make some. You know, I said we
let's
give a
talk
little
about
5 minute stand. What do you think about it? Any questions you have for me living in Dallas? No, because I've already told you. I tell you everything. So you got it.
no
I
what.
got a question for I got a question for you though.
Yeah.
Are you gonna call beating the Jets?
I'm not sure to
Are you
be honest.
gonna? I need that. If you're gonna panther up, if you're gonna panther up, then I need you to panther up quickly. It's not about waiting and deliberating. There is no deliberation. Look at what our brother Fitty's doing. Look at Panther Fitty. He is there. There is no deliberation. And
Ball,
what is he doing? He's
ball,
delivering us wins. He's delivering us wins, Shaked.
ball, ball, ball. Couple of point. Timeout. I did pick the Pats. I did pick the Pats when we beat the Falcons 30 to nothing. And T-Bone, your best friend, T-Bone, was friend with Antonio and Brian and all of those friends. Imaginary friends. He did pick the Cowboys. Now, the reason why I might lean into the Jets, here's why. 0-6. It's a trap game. It's a trap game for us. We might be looking for your homecoming game against the Bills. We might be looking for the homecoming game against the Bills Bowl. We might be looking for that. And yes, they're 0-6, but here's the deal. NFL, anyone can beat anyone. And that is the point.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Shaked, but we got our guy Chuck. Chuck from D-Town Rye. I'm just reading it as we see here. He says, Shaked, I wish you would stop complaining. Oh, nope, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Uh, Chuck's one of the funniest guys. So there's a, they call me the straight tracker for a reason. Shaked Bartel, SBT. Sorry. I'm trying to make that stick. I think there's some potential there. But anyway, Chuck writes in, just earned major respect. I don't want anything to do with Duke. Okay, interesting. We all get that we're looking forward to college basketball. Certainly Tar Heel fans are. But Purdue is ranked number one in every preseason poll. We've got a beast of a team coming back, three returning seniors, one returning from Shaked, I got to tell you, there's a reason why I haven't said much about Purdue. Because, what am I doing? Sorry.
No. I was going to And so
Oh, yeah,
Sam,
about Purdue.
Purdue. Purdue! That is the only thing I have to say about Purdue. But anyway, Bob.
Woo! Woo! Sorry.
So Sam moves
Hey,
in.
didn't mean to cut you off there. Hold on. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It's all
Woo!
good. So to answer your
Woo!
question, I'm not sure, Sam, because it all depends on the Panthers, what they will do record wise, what they will do, all of that, which I know we are live focusing on the game Panthers, but the Lions, wow, what a play they just did on 4th and goal. They had Gibbs throw the ball to Jared Goff for a touchdown. And the ball was deflected off the Chiefs player and he walked in. This is a this is a fun team to watch, even though we don't pull for the Lions. Just their offense, just so freaking unique.
It's Sam Mason in the chat saying, "Is there a pass rusher the Panthers could grab before the deadline?" I think it's a really interesting comment because Pat Jones has been great. We saw what this team looked like when he was out. Yet we still have a hard time getting to the quarterback. You're relying on two rookies. You know what I mean? Which is fine. They have a lot of potential. I think they're going to be great, both of them. I think Princely and Nick are going to be great. But yeah, if we could get someone else, when I heard, I listened to the media, I listened to everyone talk, and when I heard the constant talk that Clowney's washed, well, we got to move on from Clowney. Well, Clowney doesn't want to do this. It's like, how do you know? Did you talk to Clowney? Because I don't understand for the life of me why we cut him or why we
Hmm.
let him go. Clowney would be a perfect guy to pick up, but you know what? What do I know? What do I know? You know what I mean? It's the same thing. I look at the Clowney situation where I got to read all these takes and see all this hate from our fan base. And yet, it wouldn't hurt to have some depth. It wouldn't hurt to have a veteran pass rusher, somebody. But you know what? I guess if you hit a limit with too many Gamecocks on a team, you just hit a limit or something. But I don't know what it is. I just, yes, I think there is definitely a priority to look at every edge rusher, every pass rusher, every person that could possibly create anything to affect the quarterback and be a team player, yes, bring him in. And you know what? If he's not a team player, bring him in. He'll become one once he sees Rico Dowdle run the ball.
Right. Now you make a great point, but I mean Clowney did have a great show today. Clowning. I mean his name is Clowney, so he did wear the clown hat and entertain fans behind section 525 during the game. That is what I heard. But anyway, I mean, it's all depending on our record. Because if we are in the playoff contention, yeah, absolutely, we should make a move. We should make a move. But if we are not, eh, I don't know. But the thing is, the NFC is wide open. I mean, we mentioned it a couple of weeks ago. NFC is wide open for the taking. It's wide open, and yes, Tampa won, but the NFC is wide open.
It is wide open, Shaked. There's two spots. You ever look at how many spots are open? You're like, could this team possibly? It's like, well, I don't want to hear anything about what this team can't be until we lose a game again. I don't care who we play. It's the NFL. T-Bone always makes a point about it. It's a week to week league. These referendums that we all make, which is fine. If you want to, I get it. Hell, I mean, I want to hear it all. Go ahead. You got some hate? You got something to say? Let's go.
Which is why I'm worried about next week game because we're a young team, Bo. We're a young team. I mean,
Not
we
as young as it seems. They look like veterans out there sometimes.
yeah, I know. But here's the deal: when when you haven't done very well in the past, when you haven't done very well in the past, you look at you see yourself. You won 2 games in a row. It could be a trap. It literally could be a trap because they might be looking for your homecoming games against Josh Allen following week when you come to town and you're confident for the game and all of that. So It could be a trap. It could be a trap. And just because the Jets are 0-6, it doesn't mean it's going to be a cakewalk win. If the Panthers don't show up and and get an early lead early, they will be in trouble. Because when you play against an 0-6 team, if you keep the game close, going to the fourth quarter, even if it's a 7 point lead for you, even if it's 10 point lead for you, you're in trouble, my friend. Because a team that is 0-6, you want to get up on top 21-0, 21 points lead right away to make sure that they don't have a chance to come back. Because, yeah, Justin Field is not good, but they still have Bryce Hall. They still have Garrett Wilson. They have some decent players that if you let them hang around, they can beat you. Because I bet in New York, after the debacle timing situation today against the Broncos in London, they are going to put up a pretty hard fight. And if you think, oh, it's a cakewalk, we are going to lose this game. I unfortunately, that is how I see it. Now, if you prepare like they're not 0-6, they're 6-0. Yeah, 6-0. Prepare like they're 6-0. You're going to beat them.
That's a great point, Shaked. I agree. I think that you have to have the mentality, to show up like they did. They looked crisp, both sides of the ball, even the special teams. Three sides of the football, I thought came out doing. Everyone's doing their job. I'm like, Shaked can't fire anybody today. Shaked can't fire anybody today, and I'm looking to see if you're laughing. I'm like, all right, good, all right, but but there's some potential here because here's what's going to happen. You've got a hungry Jets team. These guys are locked, loaded, and desperate to win. And now we've got to go on the road, right? This is in New York. It's in New York, right, Shaked?
Meadowland.
It's at the Meadowlands.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal, Bo. Even though it's in New York, because they're 0-6, it might not be a full stadium. Plus, you will probably have a large Panthers fans show up. I mean, it's only an hour and 20 minutes flight from Charlotte to New York City, so you might have a pretty decent turnout from the Panthers fans. I know we don't have a lot of fans compared to Dallas, Pittsburgh, Green Bay, 49ers, but this is a game that we might have some pretty decent turnout.
Yeah, I think there'll be a good turnout. So, Shaked, um, Aaron Glenn, I think he's a great coach. I think Aaron Glenn he's one of those guys where, are you ready for the name drop? Are you ready for I know a guy? So I'm hanging out with this dude. With his name's Smitty, Oklahoma Sooner guy, diehard, but he hangs out at the same place we had the Panthers, the Panther Bar in Dallas. And Smitty is talking about, you know, he's very, very close friends with Aaron Glenn. And when I say close friends, I mean he's showing me the seats. He's got about 5 rows back, you know, flying out to the Jets game, and so he got to tell me a little bit about, because I told him, like, man, that's tough starting out 0-5. What a great coach! What a great, hey, and guess this is your reward. You get to be head coach of the JET crap show, and you know what I mean?
The
S.
team that he played for. I mean, he was a very good cornerback for them.
He's a great coach. He's a great coach, and he's got Steve Wilkes in there. And I didn't even mention Steve Wilkes. And my guy Smitty was like, I think that there might be, you get too many alphas in a room. You get too many alphas in a room. There's going to be like too many chiefs in the kitchen. You know
So
what I
it's
mean? And
similar.
I think between Wilkes and Glenn, I think Glenn wants to control the defense, and he doesn't necessarily like what's going on from the other side.
So it's sorry to cut you off, both. So it's similar to what we had here in Carolina with Frank Reich. Too many, too many of the alpha men. I mean, Deuce Staley and Josh McCown and and Thomas Brown. So basically, too many of the exact same similar personality, and we saw how it was in Carolina. So in a way, the Jets probably made a mistake hiring both Aaron Glenn and Steve Wilkes because
I
personality-wise,
I I
they're
think I
not
will
going
hold it.
to.
Not to cut you off, but I think Glenn hired Wilkes. He chose to have him because Wilkes is a good guy. But now you're in the trenches. Now you're in the foxholes, and now it's like, okay, I'm not liking some of this, and it's like you're going to immediately start pointing fingers to the other alpha in the room. And I think these are two great guys, but I think that these are problems that we don't have to have, and I don't think we have to have in Carolina. We don't have to get on this show and hear you talk about, firing EJ. Do you think EJ is going to keep his job for another week?
This week, yes. Ask me, ask me after the Jets game. Ask me after the Buffalo game. Ask me after the
You
Buffalo
don't want to
game.
give him. You don't want to give him any credit for what we've seen in Thornton, what we've
Bo,
seen, and you know what I
Bo,
mean.
Bo. I don't know. You were probably sleeping early on when I said the defense greatly improved compared to last season, but I want more. I want better pass rusher. I want better stopping the pass. But against the run, outside of week 1, they in week 2, not week 2, week 3, they were ill prepared. They were ill prepared. They didn't play. They didn't play tough. Let's be honest. They quit. Absolutely quit. And we
What are
know
you
the
talking about? What are you talking about? They don't play tough. What are you talking
week
about?
week three, week three
No,
against the
when you didn't, you kind of said it flippant. You said it flippant a little bit, Shaked. I'm going to read Sam Mason from the chat. Good point. Have to take the Jets game really serious. Agreed. 100%. I believe the Panthers I think he's saying will win though. So we've got one guy Panthering up, Sam Mason, Panther Sam Mason. Pounce the like button, subscribe, punch that, and then I'm Panthering up as well. I think that there's a chance that we could just go on a run and we'll just find out. We'll just find out, Shakad. We're on a ship together, and it's like I don't know if I'm Rose or you're Leo, but somebody's going, hold me.
right. I mean, my whole point, boys, in the NFL, anything can happen. Anything can happen. And yes, it's fantastic. We won 2 games in a row. But as I said earlier, we should treat the New York Jets like they're 6-0. As crazy as it might sound, treat them they're 6-0 and you will be all right. Treat them they're 0-6 and you will lose this game.
I think that the leadership role that J.C. Horn and a lot of these guys are thrown into, the Derek Brands of the world, I think we've got an incredible culture in that locker room. And nobody's trying to take a game off. You don't think that they've heard the noise, Shaked? They want to go and win an away game. We don't be looked at as some team that needs to have everything set up. These guys are about to light a fire. And I got to tell you, we don't need to start off. We could be down 17 and come back. We can win so many different ways that, you know what? I hope we go down early. I hope we go down 10. I hope Bryce throws 3 interceptions so I can see our fan base crumble and just one, it's like Bane. Oh, you think darkness was your ally? I was born in the dark. Shakad,
Now,
you
you
got
make
Bane, right? Dark Knight Rises?
you make a good point, but here's the deal. If we win in a close one against the Jets, it means we are not a very good team, unfortunately. Even if we win, and a win is a win, because we honestly, talent wise, we should go into New York and win by at least 2 touchdowns. By at least 2 touchdowns. And I know Denver won by 2 points and all of that, but we have no business not to beat the Jets by 10 to 14 points. Now, will they play tough because they have Aaron Glenn and Steve Wilkes who I'm sure will be seeking revenge against the Panthers? Yeah, absolutely they will. But is Justin Field a franchise quarterback? No, he's not as good as a franchise quarterback, just like Bo, the NBA player.
All right. Well, you know what? I like Justin Fields, and I don't dribble that well, Shakad. I was one of those post up players. I had to I had to go in the paint and just like post it up. It's like church league. It's like when Finney talks about like, church league. That's like me at church league. It's like we had this one game where we beat some of the older guys, and it's like, oh man, he can't say crap. He can't say bleep about bleep.
I think Justin Field is overrated, to be honest with you. I really do. He's a good runner, but he's not a good passer. Let's put it that way. He's a very dangerous running quarterback, but he's not an accurate passing quarterback. Until he prove otherwise, maybe he will have a great game. I mean, he could potentially throw for 200 passing yards against our defense. It could happen, but so far, throughout his career, Justin Field has proven to be a very good running quarterback, not very good, accurate throwing quarterback, which is why he's been bouncing from team after team. Because don't forget, he was drafted one pick, I believe, ahead of JC On, if I remember correctly. A couple of picks ahead of JC On. At the time, everyone said, oh, we should drafted Justin Field and all of that. And it turned out to be a great decision not to draft him. And I'm not saying he's a bad person or all of that, but passing wise, he is not very good.
Well, and I'm sorry, but I just have no criticism for this football team. They can do no wrong, Shaked. Call me a homer. But when you win a game like that, I honestly feel like it's bad juju to say anything negative. I was talking to my dad, and I was talking about like, man, I met Steven Silas. I'm like, that do you know that you meet like the son of a hero, the late great Paul Silas? You meet someone like that, and they're cool as hell, Shaked. That was inspiring, man. I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna come back. I know he lives in Dallas. I don't know if he's gonna because we have a lot of people you got to meet out here, and I'll be in town for that Buffalo game, but it was really cool and it was a great win. It just felt like it was like God Himself. I don't care what God we believe in, what God you believe in, what God anyone believes in. He was winking down, kind of giving a nice little head nod, like, "Hey, you guys got more heart. You just got a little bit more heart there, and
Yeah,
we overcame a lot of penalties, a lot of egregious ones, not just one, Shaked, a lot. I would say some pivotal flags. Yes, this team has pivotal flag moments, and I'm giving the credit to the officials that see the way that this game is getting out physical in the trenches, and they want to give the Cowboys a little booster because they know what's about to happen. And it happened. And it was great and it was glorious. And to me, it's the best win. It's the best win we've had since Detroit. It's the best win because we just did it running the damn ball. And Dave Canales did not get away from it.
in a way, I mean, you make great points as always, Bo, but I think honestly last week win was even bigger than today. It's nothing to do with me attending the game last week and not attending today's game. But the reason why, in a way, last week game was bigger, we were down 70 nothing. We were down 70 nothing, and it looked like if we have one more bad drive, fans might be start going on, Bryce might be benched, and so on. And we came back. And today, I mean, Dallas was 2-2 in one, thanks to the 40-40 crazy tie against Green Bay. But I don't honestly think Dallas was that good to begin with, which is why I told T-Bone in a DM last week, I'm picking the Panthers to win. I'm picking the Panthers to win because I honestly didn't think Dallas was good. And I picked the Panthers to beat Dallas to begin the season off. The only two games that I've got wrong so far were the Cardinals and the Jags. And I mean, the Jags overall, they're very good, even though they lost today. The Cardinals, they're not bad. They're not bad. I mean, yes, they lost today, but in last week, but they didn't have Kyler Murray. So I think we should beat the Jets next week, and I'm hoping we will. But you know how this team is. When you expect them to win, sometimes they lose. When you expect them to lose, they show up and win.
Yeah, but let's stop talking about things. Hey, by the way, great point, Shaked. I really like what you said there. But let's stop talking about them like there's some big, like, well, this is some big osmosis. They're just showing up. We'll find out. We don't know. It's like looking out in the galaxy, looking at the universe, seeing is a star going to shoot. I saw a shooting star last night, and nobody believed me. And I'm like, no, it was incredible. It was incredible, Shaked. It was bright. It was about yellowish, dark orange, and it shot from the sky. And that was that when I tell you that God, the football gods gave us a little wink. They gave us a little, hey, I got you. I'll send you a song. I love this one song. It's called Bump Bump. You know, get the piano. Bump 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 Bump. I got you. Da, 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 da. It's a great song. But and I that's when I knew I'm like, we're gonna win this game. And I give you credit for calling it. You know damn well I'll give you credit anytime you call it. But we did it. And we gotta do some more. And yeah, we gotta take care of these wins, especially when we're playing. I just think that we gotta take the Jets serious. I think not that these guys are gonna not take them serious, but we don't want to
Yeah,
take for granted a great win. We got to carry that chip on our shoulder, you know.
exactly. I mean, winning. I mean, I'm trying to remember when was the last time we won 2 games in a row? Couple of years ago. Couple of years ago. When was the last time we won 3-0 at the bank? Years ago. And I'm pretty sure today the Panthers fans were outnumbered by Dallas fans. I'm pretty sure of that. But
We're gonna beat the Jets and we're gonna beat Buffalo. I'm gonna go ahead and call it since we're all about calling it. We're gonna beat Buffalo. I don't care. This team is incredible. Nobody, you come in. Hey, my buddy texted me. You know, he took the PSLs at 5:33 when I left. You know, we gave his family. We kept it in the family. Panther Nation, you keep these tickets in the family. And he texted me last week. He goes, "You come into the bank, don't let your foot off the gas." And then he texted me today, "You come in the bank, mess around and find out." You know what I mean? So it's great to have a homestand where I was worried for a little bit back there. I'm going to say recently, but within the last year or two, I was worried that we were going to be this soft fan base that just have people come and take over. Yeah, we're going to have fans, but the ones that we do have, Shaked, they showed up, man. I could hear them. Steven Silas showed up, hung out with us. We're best friends.
very good, very good. No, I mean, we have die out. I mean, when I go to games, I chill and all of that. I think, honestly, and I doubt the Panthers will do that, but for a big time games, eh, big time meaning like Cowboys, 49ers, Steelers, eliminate as much as you can Ticketmaster to zip code in Charlotte, North Carolina, South Carolina, because yeah, Pepper making money either way, but it still would be more nicer to have Panthers fans show up than the opponent fans. But we have definitely arrived. We have definitely arrived. I mean, today was a test. We passed it. Can we continue the test? Onward, forward? I think we can. It's one game at a time, but if you're correct with your prediction and we are 5-3, and I believe after
Well, anyway, I honestly don't want to. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think we just keep the Jets. The way we don't keep the Jets serious is by looking at Buffalo because I can't wait to go
but
see my Gamecock. I can't wait
Bo,
to go see some Gamecocks beat Bama and go. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You are the one who predicted, hey, we're going to beat the Jets in Buffalo. Not me. You did. You did. 2 minutes ago. You predicted going to beat the Jets, going to beat Buffalo. So that's your prediction. But I'm saying,
Hey,
look,
it should be your prediction too. It should be too.
I go one game at a time, Bo. I go one game at a time. And truthfully, when the schedule was released, I did pick us to lose to Buffalo. Sorry. I am hoping I'm wrong, but I did pick Buffalo to beat us. So we will see. I mean, it's week to week. It's great that we are 500. I mean, the last time we were 500 was the famous Cam Newton game where he yelled, I'm back! I'm back! That was the game that we got to 500. So it's great. And the bottom line, I think we have a very good coach in Dave Canales. And I've been Dave Canales' fan from day one because I think he's the right coach. We have a franchise quarterback in Bryce. Let's improve, enjoy every win because in the NFL it's tough to win. It really is. It really is tough to win. At least we are not the Saints, the Browns, the Jets. terrible teams. I mean, the Ravens. I know they don't have Lamar, but look at them. They're 1-5. 1-5. Who would expect the Ravens to be 1-5? Who would
You
expect
can't
the Ravens?
you can't predict crazy football. It's like trying to pick some of these college games.
So
Ain't
I'm
even
guessing
telling
they're
anyone.
crazy.
I forgot who said it. And Shaquette, I'm gonna have to hop off soon, so this will be my last point. I'll let you finish. Thanks for having me on your show as always. You know I appreciate talking ball with you. If
The
you would have told
Ravens
me
are
any,
tanking, bro. The
so
Ravens are tanking. I don't know for who. For Ouch? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's crazy. That is why you take you celebrate every win. You don't take it for granted because it's the NFL. It's the NFL. Down 1-5. No one expected the Ravens to be 1-5. No one. If you did, you should win the lottery.
you know what? Or you're just delusional like me and believe this team has Super Bowl potential. Let's say that the depth. That's a whole different conversation, Shaquette. I gotta tell you, anything's possible. If you truly believe anything's possible, then I don't want to tell. And this is my point I keep on making. I don't want to tell this team what it can't be because I believe that the ceiling is the roof.
No,
And there,
exactly. We can beat anyone. We can lose to anyone. I believe this season, personally, it's the setting up for bigger, better season to come. Just like 2015 team. Remember 2013. Remember 2013. Remember 2012. So here's my point, Bo. Last season, when Canales was first year coach, I predicted last year team, the Panthers, would have a similar path to the Lions. Lions team, and I predicted the Lions, that team nearly made a playoff, but they won like 5, 6, 7 games. The, so the first year they won 1 game. The second season they won 7 games. The third season they nearly made the playoff and they just lost out, winning 10 games, eliminated a couple of hours earlier when the Seahawks clinched the playoff spot. I could see a scenario we go to December, the Carolina Panthers are in the running, late December, early January. We can win 10 games, we can win 9 games. The bottom line is let's celebrate the progress. The progress is great. It's not a finished product, but we are getting there.
thanks for having me on, man. Appreciate you.
See you next Sunday. Keep pounding.
Keep keep pounding.
Thank you guys. Smash the like button, subscribe, and go Panthers.